Good morning, students. Myself Prema. Welcome, students, to the 7th chapter of Geography, Human Settlement of Standard 10th. Now, students, in this chapter, we will study about human settlements. So, that is where more people are living in Brazil and India, and where less people are living in Brazil and India. Along with that, now, students, we will be comparing between Brazil and India. Now, children, in the last chapter, we have studied about population. So in that we have seen that mostly people about India that we have studied. So people they are living mostly in the coastal plain areas and in the North Indian plain regions. In the North Indian plain regions like states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Punjab, Haryana. There we can find that more people are living. And on the other hand, that is cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore. So there also more people are living. In the south also in Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So there also more people are living. Now here more people are living in these areas. So for that, no different reasons, factors are responsible for that. Why the more people are living in that areas. Same way we have studied about Brazil also. So in the Brazil also we have seen that more people are living in the south and southeast areas and near the coastal areas they are living, and in the interior parts no very less people are living. So in this chapter we will study about the human settlements. Now students, what do you mean by human settlements? Settlement means what? Settlement means where people are living. Now, in the textbooks, children, you can see two pictures are given, 7.1a and 7.1b. So, here by seeing that you have to identify which type of pictures it is. Now, see the first picture, students. So, there you can say in the middle, see. So, more density is there, more people are living. So, more people are living in less areas. So, when more people are living in less areas, it means that it is a nucleated settlement. And on the other hand, the next picture, no, you can see names are also means slightly the names are also visible, and that is they are scattered or dots पूरे scattered है, सब जगह फैले हुए हैं. So that is the dispersed settlements. So based on that two pictures, here some questions are asked in your book. Identify the type of settlements. So identify. So first one is the nucleated settlement and second one is the dispersed settlements. Which one is the nucleated settlement? Why? So first picture, it is nucleated settlement. What will be the reason? Yes, the reason is more people are living in less area. And then another picture is why, which one is the dispersed settlement. So second picture is the dispersed settlement. And what will be the reason? Reason क्या हो सकता है? या तो ये कोई village होगा या कोई mountainous area होगा. So because of that. Now, here geographical explanation is given. Now, before starting the chapters, children, just we are taking the example. Now, you people, you must have visited your village. अपने village गए हो कि नहीं? गए हो ना? So, in the villages, you must have seen that mostly houses, no, they are not nearby. मतलब सब लोग एक साथ आके नहीं रहते, कहीं मतलब 10 to 12 हाउसेज होंगे. अगेन बीच में गैप होगा, फिर 10 से 12 घर मिलेंगे तुमको, हाउसेज विल बी 10 to 12 हाउसेज रहेंगे, फिर गैप रहेगा. सो हियर फील्ड्स आर लेफ्ट. सो दैट फील्ड्स, नो वाई दैट प्लेस इज लेफ्ट फॉर डूइंग द फार्मिंग, बिकॉज विलेज में लोग क्या करते हैं? फार्मिंग करते हैं. सो फॉर दैट पर्पस दैट गैप इज देयर. एंड इन द सिटीज़ यू कैन सी मोस्टली सिटीज़ में क्या होता है? मोर पीपल आर लिविंग. स्मॉल एरिया में ज़्यादा लोग रहते हैं. मोर पीपल आर लिविंग इन लेस एरिया. Now we will study the chapter. So in India we can see a variety of settlement patterns given the variety of climatic factors. So in India what is told, we can see a variety of settlements. अलग अलग type के settlements we can see, different types of settlements. So it is based on the different climatic factors. So first, what is the climatic factor? Climatic factor is playing a very important role. Climatic factor यहाँ पे हो गया suitable climate. See, if the climate is suitable for the people, so पीपल विल बी लिविंग. वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन क्या होगा? पीपल्स बहुत ज़्यादा होंगे, पीपल विल बी लिविंग मोर. बट इफ़ द क्लाइमेट इज़ नॉट अवेलेबल, ऑल द फैसिलिटीज़ आर नॉट देयर, सो पीपल विल बी लिविंग देयर अबाउट. नो, लोग कहाँ रहना पसंद करते हैं? जहाँ पे वेयर दे कैन गेट ऑल द फैसिलिटीज़. सो क्लाइमेटिक फैक्टर में वी कैन जस्ट टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, हिमालयन रीजन. ना हिमालयन एरिया में कैसा क्लाइमेट कैसा होगा? एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड. सो एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड होगा, सो मोर पीपल कांट लिव. सो मतलब ज़रूरी नहीं कि सब वहाँ पे सब रह सकते, क्या? नो. सो वहाँ पे मोस्टली क्या होता है? मोस्टली स्नोफॉल वी कैन सी. सो रोड्स आर ब्लॉक बिकॉज ऑफ द स्नोफॉल है ना. सो देयर द इन द हिमालयन रीजन्स द population is less people are living. Rajasthan area we have studied. Rajasthan area, western part of Rajasthan, that is desert area, so extreme hot climate is there. So there means that harsh climate is not suitable for the people for living. So there also less people are there. So next is availability of water. Availability of water. Now water is necessary. So where the water will be available in sufficient quantity, there the people they will be living. जैसे कि where water अगर sufficient होगा, so if water is available, so the water can be used for agriculture purpose, and industries and factories can be easily set up. So mostly where there these facilities will be there, so there people will be living. Now in the next is slope of the land. Slope of the land, that is also important, means important factor for the settlement purpose. If the land is mountainous, अगर mountainous land है तो mountainous land में कैसा होगा, the land will not be flat but will be steep slope जैसा रहेगा. So there agriculture भी नहीं अच्छे से हो सकता है, and it will not be suitable for setting up the factories also. But if on the other hand the land is flat, so it can be used for agriculture purpose and factory setup करने के लिए भी use हो सकता है. Next is the level of development. Level of development means if the area is developed, so people will be attracted towards that area. Job opportunities वगैरह मिलेंगे, so more people will be living there. But if the development is not there, so less people will be living. Here we can take the example city areas. Mostly people they like to live. They are living in the city areas because cities are more developed as compared to the village areas. Next, here nucleated settlements are found throughout the plateau region of Narmada Valley. Nucleated settlements where we can see नियर द प्लेट्यू रीजन ऑफ नर्मदा वैली. प्लेट्यू रीजन जहाँ पे प्लेट्यूज मिलते हैं, मालवा प्लेट्यू, बघेलखंड, बुंदेलखंड प्लेट्यूज वी हैव स्टडीड. सो देयर पैडी लैंड्स इन बिहार यूपी. पैडी लैंड्स मतलब यहाँ पे राइस कल्टिवेशंस के लिए सूटेबल रहता है लैंड्स. कहाँ पे? यूपी, बिहार. देयर द गंगा रिवर इज देयर नो. सो मोस्टली सेटलमेंट जैसे कि वाराणसी साइड में इलाहाबाद, सो देयर वी कैन फाइंड सेटलमेंट इज मोर. विंध्यन प्लेट्यू एंड सेवरल अदर कल्टिवेटेड पार्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया. विंध्यन जहाँ पे विंध्या रेंजेस है, दैट वी हैव स्टडीड. सो ऑल दीज आर कल्टिवेटेड, मतलब जहाँ पे कल्टिवेशन अच्छे से हो सकता है, देयर मोर पीपल विल बी लिविंग. सो देयर विच टाइप ऑफ सेटलमेंट वेयर वी कैन सी न्यूक्लिएटेड सेटलमेंट्स. ऑन द अदर हैंड डिस्पर्स सेटलमेंट्स आर फाउंड इन द ट्राइबल पार्ट्स. ट्राइबल पार्ट्स में जहाँ पे ट्राइब्स पीपल रहते हैं, आदिवासीज, कवरिंग सेंट्रल पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. सेंट्रल पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया में आ जाएगा मोस्टली स्टेट्स लाइक जैसे कि मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, सम पार्ट्स ऑफ महाराष्ट्र. सो दे आर टोटली मतलब क्या है, वहाँ पे डेंस फॉरेस्ट मिलते हैं. सो ईस्टर्न एंड सदर्न राजस्थान, ईस्टर्न और सदर्न राजस्थान दैट इज वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान जो हम लोग ने पढ़ा था, डेसर्ट एरिया है. सो देर ऑल्सो डिस्पर्स सेटलमेंट्स वी कैन सी. हिमालयन स्लोप्स के बारे में अभी हम लोग ने पढ़ा था. हिमालयन स्लोप एरिया स्नो कवर्ड रीजन्स रहता है, देर ऑल्सो लेस सेटलमेंट्स. एंड लैंड विद डिसेक्टेड एंड अनइवन टोपोग्राफी. लैंड विद डिसेक्टेड, डिसेक्टेड का मीनिंग होता है लैंड मतलब जो लैंड कंटिन्यूस नहीं होता है, मतलब लैंड है फिर प्लेट्यूस आ जाएंगे बीच में, समवेयर माउंटेन्स विल बी देयर. अनइवन टोपोग्राफी, टोपोग्राफी का मीनिंग होता है लैंड. तो लैंड इज नॉट इवन, सब जगह सेम नहीं है, कंटिन्यूसली लैंड नहीं है, बट मिड में क्या आता है, माउंटेनस प्लेट्यूज विल बी देयर. So that we have seen. So students, we have seen here two types of settlements: nucleated settlements and dispersed settlements that we have studied. Next, we will study about Brazil. Now here about two types here also settlements is given. The lowland of Amazon River. So it is a dispersed settlements. In the picture you can see. Under is Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo, that is a nucleated city. Now about the dispersed, that is the lowland of Amazon River. Dispersed settlements, why it will be there? Because here you can see that the line you can see brown line में जो ऐसे दिखाया, that is the Amazon River, that is it. So mostly their roads are not well developed, totally dense forest. It is covered by dense forest. More rainfall is there, so because of that very less people. Under is next picture Sao Paulo का जो दिया है, that there the climate is favorable, climate is there, along with the land is available, industries are well developed, transport facilities are there. So their nucleated settlement we can find. So we will be studying about that. Now geographical explanation here it is given. The earliest settlements in Brazil were formed by the settlers from Europe, mostly in the coastal areas. Now about Brazil, what is told, no students, that is जो ब्राज़ील में वहाँ पे जो लोग रहते हैं, द पीपल दोज हु आर लिविंग देयर, जो उनके एंसेस्टर्स थे, सो कहाँ से आए थे, दे केम फ्रॉम यूरोप एंड मोस्टली दे हैव सेटल नियर द कोस्टल एरियाज. जैसे अटलांटिक ओशंस के थ्रू आए थे, साउथ अटलांटिक, तो वो ओशंस के थ्रू आके नियर द कोस्टल एरियाज दे हैव सेटल. So now the settlements have been developed and are densely populated. So वहाँ पे settlements have been developed in the coastal areas and it is densely populated. So major reasons of development are as follows. So here some reasons are given why that region is densely populated. Although the coastal climate is hot and humid and flat land is limited due to the rough topography, the region has a good water supply and large range of natural resources. Example, Sao Paulo. So though what is told that the coastal climate is hot, वहाँ पे climate इतना भी suitable नहीं है, hot and humid है, and land is flat land भी limited है because of the rough topography. Rough topography मतलब flat land नहीं है continue वहाँ पे, is not there. Flat land is not more. Uneven topography है वहाँ पे भी. The region, but the region it is having a good water supply. Water supply वहाँ पे क्या है? It is good and large range of natural resources. वहाँ पे natural resources बहुत ज़्यादा है जैसे कि minerals and all that are available more. So example is given of the Sao Paulo city. Now Sao Paulo has extensive area under rich soil which makes it ideal for growing coffee. Now about Brazil already we have studied that Brazil is called as the coffee pot of the world. So वहाँ पे mostly means जो soil है that is suitable for what? For the growing coffee. It also has a large supply of natural minerals close by such as iron ore and it is also has steady energy supply. तो वहाँ पे large supply of natural minerals भी है जैसे कि iron ore है along with by steady energy supply भी. The southern eastern area has a good transport system और साउथ ईस्टर्न जो southern eastern part है वहाँ पे transport network is also well developed. This makes the Sao Paulo area as a nucleated city. So because of that the Sao Paulo region it is a nucleated settlement. Now rural areas such as the northeast highlands suffers from extreme droughts which make it difficult for practicing agriculture and hence settlements are sparse here. So rural areas जैसे कि northern eastern part अभी तुम you must have seen the earlier map जो कटिंगा area है कटिंगा so northern eastern part में जो कटिंगा region है there that is coming under the rain shadow area. So rain shadow area में means less rainfall is there. अगर rainfall less होगा so crops will also be less. So as a result drought problem is that in that area is facing the problem of drought. So because of that it is not easy to do agriculture in that area. So settlements are less in the northeastern part of the highlands. Settlements become sparse as we move in the towards the central part. Central part मतलब interior parts की तरफ जब हम जाते हैं so there also the settlement is less. So here are some of the reasons. So first reason is area is covered by thick dense equatorial rain forest. area किससे covered है? Thick dense forest से equator. Now we all know ब्राज़ील से क्या पास होता है? इक्वेटर इज पासिंग देयर. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट नियर हमेशा वहाँ पे क्या रेनफॉल मोर रहता है, सनलाइट भी है. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट मोर रेनफॉल है सो ट्रीज आर ग्रोइंग, मोर ट्रीज आर ग्रोइंग. सो एरिया इज कवर्ड बाय थिक डेंस फॉरेस्ट. द क्लाइमेट हियर इज अनहेल्थी एंड अनफिट फॉर सेटलमेंट. वहाँ का जो क्लाइमेट इट इज अनहेल्थी एंड अनफिट मतलब फॉर सेटलमेंट इट इज़ नॉट गुड, अनहेल्दी फॉर द पीपल. अभी जैसे कि वहाँ पे क्या है मोर ट्रीज एंड ऑल विल बी देयर सो मॉस्किटोज वगैरह भी ज़्यादा होते रहेंगे. सो पीपल में फेस हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम. Limitations on use and exploitation of natural resources, and there is limitation on the use and exploitation of the natural resources. Exploitation of the मतलब जो natural resources है that cannot be used properly because क्योंकि वहाँ पे transport system is not well developed. So poor transport links in the region. Transport system is not well developed in this region. Now children here know in this 47 try this जो दिया है ना that you don't have to do for this year, it has been cancelled. Same way 46 page पे think about it and let's recall that is also been cancelled for you for this year. Next we are going to study about urbanization in India. Now students, what do you mean by urbanization? Urbanization means no where it is a process means urbanization क्या होता है? एक process होता है where rural areas is getting converted into urban area. So and why people they are going to the urban areas? We all know people they are going to the rural areas because job opportunities ज़्यादा रहता है, good facilities are available. So we will be studying about the urbanization in India and Brazil. Now first is urbanization in India. Now the level of urbanization is measured in terms of percentage of urban population to the total population. So कैसे here how it is calculated मतलब जो भी countries का total population, how much is the total population of that country, from that how much population is living in the urban areas that is calculated. जैसे कि 100% population तो 100% में से how much people they are, how many people they are living in the urban areas. Now here in your book see one graph is given, so can you tell that is given? No. So through that graph some questions are asked. Read the graph in figure 7.5 below and answer the following questions. So first क्या है, what was the percentage of urbanization in 1961? So here किसके बारे में? About India it is. So 1961 how many people they were living in the, how much people they were living in the urban area? That is 18. And the next is, in which decade was the urbanization highest? सी 1961 से लेकर 2011 तक दिया है. सो 61 में 18% थे, 71 में 18.2, 1981 में 23.3, 1991 में 25.7% हो गया था, 2001 27.8 एंड 2011 31.2. So by seeing this graph we can come to know here the मतलब 18 से लेके 18.2, दैट इज फ्रॉम द डिकेड 1961 से लेके 71 तक स्टेबल था, ज़्यादा इंक्रीज नहीं, बट आफ्टरवर्ड्स द लाइन इट इज गोइंग अप, इट मीन्स it is going on increasing. More and more people they are living in the urban areas. So in which decade was the urbanization the highest? कौन सा आएगा? 2011, that is 31.2. In which decade was the growth of urbanization lowest? सबसे कम लोएस्ट कौन से ईयर में था? 1961 से लेके 1971 का. Now what inference can you draw regarding the India's urbanization after reading the graph? So graph read करने के बाद what you come to know, that we can come to know that now means after 1971 के बाद से the line it is going up, means it is going, the graph is going on increasing. The number of people living in the urban areas it is going on increasing, and in the near future also it is going to increase. So based on that here geographical explanation is given. So it is clear from the above graph that growth of urbanization in India has been slow. पहले स्लो था ना, हम लोग ने जो देखा ग्राफ 1961 से 71 तक ओनली 2 पॉइंट में खाली इंक्रीज हुआ है. बट आफ्टरवर्ड द लेवल ऑफ अर्बनाइजेशन इन इंडिया इन 2011 वाज 31.16. सो 2011 में भी कितना हो गया था? 31.16%, विच इज़ क्वाइट लो इन कंपेरिजन टू द डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज. मतलब ये जो लाइन दिखा रहा है, when we are going to compare it with the developed countries, so that is very much less. It means that level of urbanization in India is very much less as compared to the developed countries. At the same time the urban population is increasing. Expansion of the urban centers and emergence of new towns have played a significant role in the growth of urban population and urbanization in the country. But at the same time मतलब उसके साथ साथ क्या हो रहा है? Urban population is going on increasing, and on the other hand there is expansion in the urban areas also. Urban centers expand होते जा रहे हैं, new towns are developed, and they are playing a very important role in the urban for the growth of urban population. So here we can take जैसे कि अभी पुणे सिटी हो गया, पुणे, नासिक, नागपुर. So that city सर वो सिटी तो डेवलप हो रहे, बट वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन इज गोइंग ऑन इंक्रीजिंग, मतलब अर्बनाइजेशन वहाँ का बढ़ रहा है. सो उसके जो नियर बाई एरियाज हैं दैट इज ऑल्सो गोइंग ऑन डेवलपिंग. सेम वे मुंबई का भी, मुंबई, साउथ मुंबई, सो उसकी वजह से क्या हो गया? डेवलप हो गया. नवी मुंबई, वाशी, विरार, एवरी दैट एरिया इज गोइंग ऑन डेवलपिंग, एंड हियर द पीपल दे आर कमिंग एंड दे आर सेटलिंग इन दैट एरियाज. Now urbanization has been more in the southern part than in the northern part of India. So urbanization it is told that it is more in the southern part as compared to the northern part of India. जैसे कि गोवा is the most urbanized state with 62% population living in the urban areas. So in Goa how much percent of population is living in the urban area? 62%. Whereas Delhi is more than 80% urban. तो दिल्ली वी ऑल नो दिल्ली इज अ सिटी, यूनियन टेरिटरी है, सो मोस्टली वहाँ पे विलेजेस बहुत कम है. सो मोस्टली 80% population is living in urban area. In the state of Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Kerala, urbanization is more. So here also in this Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Kerala, there also urbanization is more because of the urban areas, cities and towns develop हुए. Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Rajasthan are some of the states with the low level of urbanizations. And these states हिमाचल प्रदेश, जम्मू कश्मीर, उत्तराखंड, बिहार, राजस्थान, यहाँ पे क्या है? द levels of urbanization is very much less. Next here it is given, do you know the Indian subcontinent has a long history since ancient times? We all know since ages the population of this country is living in the river, on the river basins rather than on the plateaus and mountains. Means here mostly we all know that the population of our country they have settled near the sides of the river instead of settling on the प्लेट्यूस एंड माउंटेन्स. रिवर बेसिन के साइड में जैसे कि इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज है, इलाहाबाद ले लो, वाराणसी, सो दैट आर ऑल सिचुएटेड ऑन द बैंक्स ऑफ द रिवर गंगा. एंड मोर ओवर दैट इज इंद्रप्रस्थ, दिल्ली, मिथिला, वाराणसी, हरप्पा, मोहनजोदड़ो, दैट यू हैव अर्लियर स्टडी जो एंशिएंट सिटीज है, उज्जैन, प्रतिष्ठान दैट इज पैठन, वेयर द अर्बन settlements of earlier times. This shows that India has a good tradition of tradition of urbanization. So we, by studying that, we can come to know here that India has a great tradition of urbanization. Next, we are going to study about urbanization in Brazil. Now, here see students, here examine the graph carefully and answer the following questions. Here it is given that you have to make a line graph. You have to prepare a line graph, and based on that, now you have to find out the answer for the questions. Now, Brazil percentage of urban population is given from 1960 to 2010. So 1960, how much percentage of population they were living in the urban area? 47.1. Afterwards, in the 70, 56.8. In the 1980, 66%. 1990 में कितने हो गए थे? 74.6. And 2000, 81.5. And 2010 में 84.6% of people they were living in the urban areas. So based through that you have to find out the answer. What is the interval of the data? Interval of the data कितना लिया है? जैसे कि 10 years का लिया, 1960 से 1970, 1970 से 1980. So here the interval of the data is of the 10 years period. In which period did urbanization occur rapidly? Urbanization अचानक से कौन से ईयर में बढ़ने लगा? So this you can calculate students by that. जैसे कि अभी 1970 से 1960, ये इसमें से इसको माइनस करेंगे. 1970 में कितना दिया है? 56.8 माइनस 47.1. उसको करके व्हाट यू विल बी गेटिंग. आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू कैन माइनस 1980 में से 1980 ईयर में जो 66 है, 66 माइनस 56.8 मीन्स ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट. एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स आफ्टर कैलकुलेटिंग कौन से डिकेड में सबसे जिसका आंसर सबसे ज़्यादा रहेगा, दैट विल बी द आंसर फॉर दैट यू कैन calculate. Next, here it is given of the geographical explanation. Now, Brazil is one of the few developing countries which is highly urbanized. So Brazil is one of the few developing countries बोला गया that is totally urbanized. So Brazil's substantial urban growth process is unique and one of the underlying factors contributing to its present day rapid economic growth. So Brazil का क्या है? urban growth process it is unique and one of the underlying factors contribute. उसके वजह से क्या हो रहा है? Day by day the rapid here the economic growth it is going on increasing. Today about 86% of the Brazil population they are living in the urban area. So how much percentage of population is living in the urban area? 86%. Now definition of urban is not very clear in Brazil. In Brazil, rapid urbanization happened mainly in the south and southeast, with Sao Paulo emerging as a major metropolitan and industrial area. Now already we have studied about the Sao Paulo region. Sao Paulo region जो coastal areas, it is situated near the coastal area, so that has been emerged as a metropolitan industrial area. So urbanization mostly here कहाँ पे हुआ है ज़्यादा? In the south and southeastern part. Looking at this growth in few parts of the country, the government is promoting Go West policy, which will reduce pressure on the few areas where population is and will reduce regional imbalance in the country. Now already we have studied about Brazil. So Brazil का अगर हमने मैप देखा रहेगा, so mostly we can find western part और जो central part है वहाँ, there the population is very much less as compared to the Sao Paulo region. So government क्या encourage कर रहा है? Government it is encouraging the people to go towards the western part of Brazil, so that here the pressure will be less in the south and southeast areas. And it is going to reduce the regional imbalance है. जैसे कि regional imbalance मतलब वेस्ट वहाँ का वेस्टर्न वो सब पार्ट डेवलप नहीं है as compared to the south and south eastern part. But if the people they are going to settle there, so because of that what will happen? That area will also is going to develop, and for that the government they are going to provide the facilities also to the people. Means government का काम हो जाता है. Government they have to provide all the facilities to the people. Then only the people they will be settling. So that work is done by the Brazilian government. So it is encouraging the people to go towards the western part. So Go West policy has been started by the Brazilian government to reduce pressure on the few areas where and to reduce the regional imbalance. Next is study the chloropleth map of Brazil showing the state-wise urban population of Brazil and answer the following questions. So yes, some questions are asked and the map we are going to see that map, and based on that we are going to find out the answer. Here by looking to the map, no students we can answer the question that which state in Brazil is the most urbanized. So most urbanized में कौन सा आ जाएगा? That is Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Espírito Santo, Goiás, सो ये किस में आ जाएगा, मोस्टली मोस्ट अर्बनाइज्ड में है। अंदर क्वेश्चन जो तुम लोग को पूछा गया दैट इज विच स्टेट इज द लीस्ट अर्बनाइज। लीस्ट अर्बनाइज में सबसे ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन कम कहाँ पे, अर्बनाइज्ड कहाँ पे है, जैसे कि पारा रीजन यू कैन टेक। सो देयर द पारा है, मरानो है, दैट इज प्यूल। सो हियर the it is the least urbanized. So geographical explanation here students, you can see, as you can see from the map, that urbanization has occurred more in the coastal areas than the states in the interior part of. Now by looking to the map, no students, we can see here mostly urbanization कहाँ पे ज़्यादा है, mostly in the coastal areas as compared to the interior parts of Brazil. So states like जैसे कि Sao Paulo, Goiás, Minas Gerais have more urban population than states in the नॉर्थ के स्टेट्स को कंपेयर करेंगे. सो एज कम्पेयर टू दैट मोस्टली हियर कोस्टल एरियाज द पॉपुलेशन द स्टेट्स आर मोर, population is more, as population is less in the Amazon basin and Brazilian highlands, urbanization is also less. तो वहाँ पे नॉर्थन अमेजन बेसिन में क्या है, पॉपुलेशन इज़ लेस, सो अर्बनाइजेशन इज़ ऑल्सो लेस. सो खाली नॉर्थ में अगर हम लोग देखेंगे तो मनाउस पोर्ट को छोड़ के, सो देयर द पॉपुलेशन इज़ मोर और अर्बनाइज्ड है. क्यों मनाउस, बिकॉज मनाउस इज इट इज़ ए पोर्ट ऑन द कॉन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द नेग्रो एंड अमेजन. तो वहाँ पे दो रिवर्स आके कॉन्फ्लुएंस मिलते हैं. सो इट इज़ ए मनाउस दैट इज़ ए पोर्ट. सो वहाँ पे क्या आते हैं, शिप्स वगैरह आते हैं, ट्रेड इज़ वेल डेवलप्ड. सो अर्बनाइजेशन हैज़ ऑकर्ड एट द मनाउस पोर्ट. So through the map altogether we can tell that here the coastal areas of Brazil is more, here the population is more as compared to the that is the interior parts of Brazil. western part को northern part को compare करेंगे तो here coastal areas में population ज़्यादा है. So because of the more population, urbanization is also more in the coastal areas. So students, hope you have understood the chapter. Now students, for you assignment from this chapter will be in your textbook question number 2 में give geographical reasons. So total you are having 5 give reasons are there, and question number 3 answer in brief, that is total 3 questions are there. That all total, that is 8 questions you are having, and as an assignment you have to write down. Thank you.